Good morning. It's morning here, Facebook people. Anybody there? But let me go ahead and start. I'm going to screen flows anyway. So the weather's breaking. First of all, I'd like to say, let me hold on. Let me get my screen flow going. I want to give a shout out to the people in Texas. Send a prayer. Say a little prayer from you. Say a little prayer for the folks in people in Texas. I know it's hard all over. I know it's tough all over, but I put out a special prayer for those people in Texas with all that snow and frozen pipes burst, and now this weather spell is not going to help much when the ice melts, and that's adding more water to the situation on top of the busted pipes. Okay, so I got my screen flow going. Say, like I said, I want to send a prayer. Everybody send a prayer out to everybody in Texas. The frozen pipes and pipes bursting and people in a bad situation there. He said millions, a million, oh, people in Texas. So say a prayer for them. Don't forget them. You know, when you're doing good, always remember others, not to be spoiled. I promised God a long time ago. I said I promised I wouldn't let my head get big if He hooked me up. I wanted to live in a better place. I was getting older. I had been living in rough neighborhoods for a little bit, and of course, here I am. Thank God for it. Remind myself to stay humble all the time. The conversation here is what I want to talk about is beat making. I, what's this thing? Beat making? Is that does that mean that the music we've been listening to all of my life, all of your life, didn't have a beat until hip hop came out until people started sampling and then they started cutting stuff up and listening to their parents' records and sampling them years ago in New York. They started scratching and running this little part over again. That's you need to check the story out on Grandmaster Flash is still alive. There's a thing on Netflix about that. They did a story and about him and the beat making. Some of it, there's some of it's done very well. They documented. Other other videos have been exploiting. It's still exploiting the hip hop, just trying to make money off of something. I've seen some YouTube videos where they were talking about the life and time. This basketball player that ended up homeless. They sound talking about this is the life story of. There ain't no life story. It's just some video clips. They didn't even, it's exploitation. But here, let's get back to this beat making stuff. I ain't gonna call it stuff. It is an art form and it can be done beautifully. I like the way my favorite one is the one that Vanilla what's that guy? Eminem did of Led Zeppelin. Took that Led Zeppelin piece and they even I think they used it on Godzilla. They sampled that Led Zeppelin. Bum, 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 bum. Matter of fact, I think the band took some flack for using an orchestra with their Led Zeppelin violins, live violins. That was beautifully done. But my argument is some of it's just this guy here. He's a young guy. Matter of fact, I took my hat off from to him when I saw him. I saw his video. It was very well done for a young man with his little hoodie on. I know the police probably lock him up just for walking. But he's got this. You can't see the screen. You're gonna have to wait for the live flow. I don't want to keep moving the camera around. I'll move the camera around for you. He has this uh, beat making contest, $50. He has something to offer. He has a platform. Some I don't know. Some deals. How you gonna have I'm not talking about this young man. He's got it going on. He's got it going on. But there's so many different beats. You can't listen to somebody's one of their beat. Take one of their beats they made and say, "Oh, that's not good. That's bad. That it, the 808s are not in tune with the song." That's one technique. People when people use the 808s, you don't have to have your drums in tune with the melody. That's a rule that they observe. I'm not mad at them, but I like this man. This man figured out how a way to make some money for real. Like when the rappers first came out, gangsters rap, they took the bad situation that they were in. They took a bad situation that they were in and flipped it and turned around and made money off of it. You know, they took their living environment that they were in, and people were exploiting prostitution, drugs, and they took that and flipped that and made it into $1 million thing. Of course, the most of the people that most of them they came after them, Suge Knight people, and they came after those guys and took everything they had and then turned around. I don't believe the story. You need to look the story up on Suge Knight, his corporation, the lady, the Jewish lady. I'm not against Jewish people, the people that say they Jewish. Those are not Jews. I'm raveling on fake Jews, fake Jew lady. I want to tell the truth. And she ended up owning Suge Knight's record company, and he ended up in jail. The same lady was saying that it was exploiting women. She ended up check the history on this, but I'm just saying this young man here is doing his thing. He's charging. He's got a line of people standing in line for $50 to have their beat listening to. I'm amazed how he had this thing. I need to find out how they do this thing here. He got a whole bunch of people listening to him, and the people can talk at the same time. They don't have to type. And it costs $15 to jump to the front of the line while he's listening to these beats.
If you want to skip the line, the directions are in the description. We got a long ass line, so you might want to skip the line. That's if you really.
I don't use profanity on my site, so I have to. I don't have the thing where I can bleep him. I probably can bleep him on my but I'm not mad at him. That's just how he talks, but it's a $50 beat contest, and he's listening to beats, and it costs $15 to jump to the front of the line, and this was like late last night. But I commend him. He's got all these other people listening at home live, and they can comment on the beats too. And they all these supposed to be like top of the line beat makers that he let on his judging panel. But I commemorate him for he's got this thing going on. He's giving away $50, and it costs $15 to jump to the front of the line. So that's how you make money. Use your head. And he's got a rack of videos though. He's got a rack of only thing I didn't see him I didn't see any instructions on the machina. He got a whole bunch of stuff going on. He's been around for a while. And mostly all of these videos are in the thousands of viewers. Mostly all of them are in the thousands. All of these videos are in thousands of viewers. So he's got it going on. I will say when I first saw his video, I liked the way everything was put together. This other young man too, I joined his thing for $4.99 a month because I've been asking him. He does the machina. But he does the beats and stuff too. But I've been asking him about window configuration in Studio One, and for some reason he didn't understand what I was talking about. He didn't know what a window configuration was. He thought I was talking about saving templates after you shut the system. After you close your your session, saving a session. He was talking about like saving the session to template. He didn't know what a screen. He didn't know it's in and and Logic Pro X is called a screenshot. Take a shot of the screen and you rearrange it, so you don't have to keep pulling. You can make like 18 of them. So you can have a whole bunch of your favorite plugins opened up and you save that to a screenshot. And you have some other the plugins open so you can save that to a screenshot. So you don't have to every time you want to pull up a sound, you got to open it up, move it around on the screen, get it situated, then get it then you close it and open up another one. If you save a whole bunch of window configurations, you when you want to ready, you want to when I first started, I never did get started yet, but I've been starting arranging. My concept is I save all my bases to a window configuration. I save them all on the same plugin. I open them up and line up a whole bunch of bass. So when I open it up, I have a whole bunch of options to save a bass to the first track. The bass track is going to be taking the bass. So I open up a whole bunch of basses. Really the first track I always put piano on mine. Years ago, I used to I always would put piano on the first and the bass on the next track, then some electric piano, and then I used the last the last from 16 channel 16 on down to 11 for drums. I used to do that years ago. From 11 to 16 I used for drums. And I'm trying to figure out how I can save my where am I? I'm trying to figure out how I can play my drums through my keyboard. I'm gonna have to stop and get some solid food in my stomach. I'm feeling lightheaded, feeling kind of lightheaded. But this young man, he's got it going on. He goes live all the time. Where is he? Yeah, he goes live all the time. Let me play a little bit. He's selling things. He's got it going on. He's selling all kind of hoodies, and he's been out for a minute. I joined his thing last night. I was telling that I felt guilty about asking him a bunch of questions and then not contributing. It's like when I'm outside playing on the street, somebody come up and ask me a whole bunch of questions, and then when they leave, they don't even put any money in my cup after taking up like 15 minutes of my time and don't even leave no money. Ask me a whole bunch of questions and drilling me. So I'm in it for him for $4.99 a month. So I need to step it up to if I accidentally bought a thing from a young lady for $100 and that kind of hurt me. But the weather is breaking, so I'm going to be going out, make me enough money to get that mixer, and I need to get the let me show you what I want to get. I want to get this mixer. So what I'm going to line up like three, maybe five people that I want to be following, learning this machine and line them up. But but let me show you. I think I showed you already what I want to get for the since the weather's breaking. I shop at. I got my Sweetwater shirt on right now, even though they don't pay me, and even though when my apartment burnt up, they didn't put me on a. They didn't help me out because they said they only help musicians who live in the city in their city. But I'm a regular customer. They should have did something for me, knowing that all my stuff was gone. Had to start from scratch. Only had a keyboard. I was playing a piano in the subway when the apartment caught on fire. But here we go. I'm going to get this mixer here so you can hear me because I really don't like the sound that I'm getting from this piano coming directly through. See, like let me see. you know what? It's not as smooth as it should be. Here's the proof. The proof is in the. You probably say, "Oh, it sounds okay to me," but it doesn't sound like it's not studio quality. It's not studio quality. You and I. Anybody on? Nobody up on Facebook yet? I'm on Facebook Live at the same time here. But I just wanted to show you this mixer. I'm gonna. You probably can't even see. Let me show you this mixer right here. I'm going to get this one for less than 250 bucks. Man, that's like a dynamite deal. This way I can plug right in and I can go right in live and you can hear me come right in. Cause right now I'm coming out right now. I'm coming out, but this the interface for the Phantom sounds like this live. It sounds better on the screen flow when I play it back on screen flow. Sounds a lot better on screen flow. But getting back to the rapping beat stuff, I'm still keep calling this stuff because I need to put my money where my mouth is right now. I'm beating up on somebody and I'm not even doing nothing myself. So my first of all, I need to finish my I need to get some solid food in my stomach so I can get back on my songs are coming out pretty good though. Since the weather's breaking out here too, uh, it would be nice for me to go outside and practice these songs. I'm down to "I'll Always Love You." I'm on song 11. I'm on song 11, and I got 32 songs on this page. Besides, I don't think I'm gonna do that. And then on the back, I have 21 songs. So I want to run through these, but it's so funny that Apollo didn't call me. I mean, not Apollo, Circus Mind. Uh, the guy that I had the gig that got me the gig for, put this right there. The guy that called me about a gig about the people for the Zoom conference. And by the way, too, this is almost the outfit that I had on when the apartment burned down. I was playing in the subway. I had this shirt on. I had these suspenders, and I had a pair of pants like these. During the After the place burned down, when I made a sign, I kept buying the same pair of pants at the thrift store, just so people could recognize me. I'm trying to keep a regular outfit so that people see you once, you still have on the same clothes, that they'll recognize you by that outfit. And like they don't pay me, and but let's go back to the Sweetwater for the screen flow people. This is the mixer I'm going to get. The weather's breaking, so I can get out there, and it would be nice to, if I put my mind to it out there and just keep working. I need to make, I would say, $1,500. Uh, oh, I need three of these cameras. 3 cameras. Yeah, 15, 17, 16, $1,600. I say 17, 16, $1,700 to keep it right in the clear, cover everything else. And the guy did tell me it's not a software. He has a switch. He uses a switch to switch his cameras. So this way I can start going live with a little bit more quality. But I'm not mad at nobody. This young man, like I said, he charges. He has a video contest, a beat making contest for $15, and then he charges $15 to jump to the front of the line. And he listens to the beats for like a few seconds, and then he gives uh, you know, I'm saying everybody has their, but you go for it. You go for it. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. He got his income. He's got his channel up and running. You know, it's good to go. I'm happy for him. I ain't going to rain on his parade. Matter of fact, I did like what he was doing on his videos. What caught my attention is that he remind me of some of the he remind me of some of the young men that I used to work with when I was in the Potomac Gardens. The matter of fact, he looked like some of the ones that I was trying to get them to do what he's doing. Learn how to work the software and move on from there. And he's doing it. This one only been out since February the 12th, and he's got 7,199 views, and just been out since the 12th. Got 594 thumbs ups. Man, somebody's cooking early too. I need to get me something cooking too because I'm feeling kind of dizzy. Yeah, I'm happy for him. He's got a beat making contest and he does the Fruity Loops and all that. And happy for him. Like the same way I'm happy for my man that does his beats every day. He does live sessions. He got it going on. He's selling clothes and everything. These are young men that beat the odds. You say what odds? Anytime I'm not gonna get into it. Yes, I am. If you live in America and you have copper colored skin, you got odds to beat. You got odds to beat. It's America. It's the truth. Maybe things are. I don't even think things are going to get better while we're on this planet. Because I read something in the Bible I was listening to that they were talking about in the Bible that when you were in being depressed and I'm doing my own translation. When you were being oppressed by the overseers, and you went to authorities for help, and they gave you none. Something like that in the Bible is talking about. When you were oppressed and you sought help from the government or the people in charge, and they gave you no help. So it looks like when we get to heaven, well, there's always a way, because there's a way, there's a will. God can do anything if you ask Him in faith. That's a whole nother story there. He's answered my prayers, but I'm just saying that we as a people, when we get to the promised land before the Savior comes back, when we get to the promised land before it's over. I ain't talking about after everything's over when we are ruled. I'm not going to talk about that. That's religion to some people. Let me get ready to go out of this and slice this up. Beat making. Beat making. I'll see y'all guys in a minute. I'm gonna slice this up and see if I can make heads or tails of it. See ya. I'm out. Peace and love.